So, anytime decisions are made, it will either affect the investors or the borrowers. The situation we're in the country right now, the investors are celebrating, whereas the borrowers are struggling. What has happened is, at this particular point, if you borrowed your loan during the interest cap, or before that, might be at a lower interest rate. Things have changed. Now you're paying interest rates of up to 21, up to 20 something percent. It's a tough struggle. But then, being in a debt trap does not mean you cannot get out of one. But it calls for a lot of strategic thinking and strategic advisory for you to get out of one. Corporate organizations do hire strategic debt advisors to be able to analyze their debt position and look at things that can happen. Small businesses are struggling currently at the moment because they cannot be able to meet the cash flows that they need, because basically whatever they make, they might be turning it into the banks, and as a result, they do not have a high turnover. They're not making profits. They're basically surviving. But do you know the different ways that you can be able to make the possibilities out of the impossibilities? Okay, you find yourself, you had borrowed a mortgage, you had signed up for 20 years, but now your salary has not increased in the same level. But here's the bank, they need you to increase your interest rate that you're going to pay. Okay? First things first is don't wait to the last minute before you reach out to someone who can help you with a debt restructure strategy. Most of the time, you'll go to the bank, but the bank will give you a debt restructure strategy that best fits them, that does not fit you as a customer. So, always reach out to a debt restructure strategist, mostly who understands how the bank operates and how the lending process operates. Number two, don't take any more debt to clear the debt that you have existing, because the cost that you incur will increase. In another way, it's better for you to go and talk to your bank to restructure your debt, to look at different options and avenues that you do have, instead of you taking more debt. The more debt you take to clear the existing debt, the more gap you create. Number three, you need to reduce your expenditure. It's unfortunate, but if you operate a business, you need to look at what you can be able to do away with so as to create room for you to be able to earn more income. Okay? And this would include changing your strategy plan and being able to realign yourself with the situation that exists so that you can look at more possibilities that can be able to change for the better. Number four is always seek to understand how long you can be able to have the facility and what other additional resources you can be able to get to service your debt. This might mean using the skills that you have to create extra income, looking at different options that you can be able to offset the assets that you have to be able to pay the debt. Okay? Number five, your mindset is very important. Your mental health is very important. And when you have financial difficulties, your mental health will be affected. In return, when your mental health will be affected, your physical health will be affected too. And your productivity will also be affected. So it is very important for you to address your financial difficulties before it affects your mental, physical, health-wise, and all the other perspectives that you do have. Psychological, even your relationships will be affected because of the financial struggles that you do hold. It is not hard for you to accept where you are, pick up yourself together, and be able to look at how you can change for the better. The biggest mistake you can make is live in denial and continue digging deeper into the mud, not to be able to get a return out of the struggle that you are in. You're not the first to be in a debt trap, and you're not the last to be in a debt trap. And there's always a way out, because where there's a difficulty, there is a solution. So reach out to a debt strategist. In case you need help, reach out to us. We'll be able to assist you, to guide you, and to be able to structure a win-win situation for you so that you can be in your right physical state, you can be in your right mental state, you can be in your right relationship state, or even psychological state. You need it to exist in this life. It's not just a race that you're running. Thank you so much for taking your time to listen to me. And as you're waiting for the next informative video, please subscribe to our channel. And thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to have you here. Let's make wise financial decisions and live a joyful life towards our financial independence. Nothing is too difficult. It's just about a change of mindset and living in a life of possibilities. Thank you so much, and bye-bye. See you next time.